Toby, we head towards the Gold Coast Guineas on Saturday. Spicy Martini, she's such an underrated filly. All she can do is keep going to the races and perform the way that she does. And somehow she keeps starting at silly prices. Did the win first up somewhat come as a surprise, or did you expect her to perform to that sort of manner?
Look, I suppose you go there knowing she's going well. How do they take that next step at that level? Whether they come back well. She come off a really soft trial. She's not a filly we really bottom out on the track. So look, nothing surprises me with her, to be honest. Her work this morning was, off the charts. She's a very, very good track worker, and we expect her to perform well Saturday.
She's obviously a filly that appreciates getting her toe into the track as well, and there's a live chance we're probably going to be a 5 or 6 at least on Saturday.
Yeah, so a bit of weather around early in the week. I'm not sure at the back end of the week, but we've got a winter track now, so it'll suit. This track has been a little doughy, if I can say. There's nothing untoward. It's just the water table sitting right underneath the track, so it's hard for it to dry out to the way we would like it. So it's going to have the jar out of it for sure.
Her run in the sunlight before the break was outstanding, given the you didn't have that faultless week that you would have liked. You're able to still get to the races. She performed extremely well.
Yeah.
Did that give you a good grounding to know that she's going to be a genuine Winter Carnival player off that run?
Yeah, well, knowing the preparation we had between, it was 5 weeks between runs. She had a foot abscess for at least, up until the week of the actual race that it shifted, which enabled us to get there. So she'd only had one gallop going into that race, and for her to run like she did was pretty good. So yeah, so that gave me good confidence. Finishing just behind, Gay's filly. Obviously, Private Harry was too good for them on the night, but there was a number of other horses. Like it's a fairly strong form race.
Yeah, she was in that sort of clumping behind. Yeah,
plus, even though she'd had enough. She's been out for a break now. Probably hasn't furnished as I would have liked. I think she's probably still 6 to 12 months away from being a really strong sort of tight filly. So 2 weeks between runs doesn't suit me that much. But sort of I have to run this week to get to the next race, next target race, obviously.
You sort of speak of other races, this preparation. What is her long-term goal this winter?
So we sat down and the Stradbroke's always been her after the sunlight. I flagged the Stradbroke. I just think the 3-year-old filly, no weight. They profile really good. If they're any good, for that type of race. So she loves Eagle Farm, or she's adept on most tracks. So and the pedigree suggests that might be a real distance, even a mile. So we thought we'd have a throw at the stumps there, and if she gets him, she'll run.
Just another horse quickly, Barassi. How did he come through his first up run at the Sunshine Coast?
Great, he did. He hopefully can get a full prep out of him this time through. He's been a horse that's had injury after injury. He's had a throat op since he failed here. Last time through, so that throat surgery's worked, we feel, and he just needs a bit of confidence now. We're going to let him build through his prep, and we'll just see where we get to with him.
Thanks for your time, Toby.
Thanks, mate.